You ever notice how people always say life is too short? Yes, life is too short to work all the time. Life is too short to stress. Life is too short to miss out on things that matter. And I honestly agree. But here's something I've been thinking about lately. If life is too short, then why do so many people spend years making life harder than it has to be? Think about that for a second. We spend so many time reacting instead of preparing. We tell ourselves, I'll figure it out when I get there. And sometimes that works, but sometimes life has other plans. Maybe you lose your job, maybe your health changes, maybe you have opportunity you've always been wanted, but you can't take it because financially you're stuck. Or maybe you wake up one day and realize, I don't want to do this anymore. Here's the thing, life can change overnight, sometimes for the worse, sometimes for the better. And that's exactly why planning really matters. People think financial planning is about predicting the future. To me, it's not. It's about giving myself choices when the future changes. Because here's the reality, the people who planned aren't necessarily luckier, they just have more options. Imagine getting a phone call tomorrow with your dream job, and the only catch, it pays a little less for the first year. Would you be able to say yes, or would your bills make that decision for you? Or imagine your parents suddenly need your help. Could you take the time off? Could you reduce your hours? Or would money force you to keep doing what you're doing? Now, flip it around. Imagine you're completely burnt out. You know you need a break. You know you need to pivot. Maybe start a business. Maybe go back to school. Maybe retire earlier than expected. The question isn't whether those opportunities or challenges will come. The question is, will you have options when they do? Because that's what planning really gives you, options. People often think savings are just numbers sitting in an account. I don't see it that way. Savings buy you time. Savings buy you flexibility. Savings buy you peace of mind. And peace of mind is something you don't appreciate until you actually need it. When life throws you a curveball, the stress isn't just the event itself. The stress comes from feeling trapped, feeling like you have no choice, feeling like there's no only one path because financially your hands are tied. Planning changes that. Planning changes that. Planning doesn't remove problems. It gives you room to breathe. While you solve them, it lets you make decisions based on what's best instead of what's urgent. And that's huge difference. And here's another thought. Life is too short to stay in situations that make you feel miserable simply because you can't afford to leave. Too short to miss opportunities because you're not financially ready. Too short to spend days worrying about it. None of us knows what tomorrow looks like, and that's true. But it's not a reason not to plan. That's actually the reason to plan. Because tomorrow might bring challenges or tomorrow might bring opportunities. Either way, would it be nice to know you're ready? Wouldn't it be nice to know that if life tells you it's time to pivot, you actually can without panic, without scrambling, without wondering how you're going to pay next month's bills? That's what planning is all about. Not predicting the future, but preparing for possibilities, giving yourself the freedom to say yes, giving yourself the freedom to say no, giving yourself the freedom to change your mind, because life is too short. Too short to spend being trapped, too short to spend it constantly worrying, too short to let money make every important decision for you. So yes, life is too short, and that's exactly why I bother planning, because I don't know what's coming, but I don't know one thing. The more options I create today, the more freedom I'll create tomorrow. And to me, that's life worth planning for. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.